At this phase of my life, I'm in therapy right now because I'm transitioning.
Also, take a look at this.
You know, I'm 60 years old. I've finished a really hard thing in my life with my family intact. I'm an empty nester. My girls are in, they've been launched. And now for the first time, as I've said before, every choice that I'm making is completely mine. I now don't have the excuse of, well, my kids need this or my husband needs that or the country needs that. So how do I think about this next phase? And let me get some help. Let me unwind some old habits. Let me sort through some old guilt that I've been carrying around. Let me talk about how my relationship with my mother has affected how I think about things. So I'm getting that tune up for this next phase because I believe this is a whole nother phase in life for me. And I now have the wisdom to know, let me go get some coaching while I'm doing it so that I've got other voices other than the people who know me best. I've got a new person that's getting to know me and seeing me completely new and hearing all these emotions. I am an advocate of it. Everybody needs to find their form of it the best.
Okay, so let's get this straight. You 60 years old, you're going through some quote unquote phase that's causing you to transition, but yet your therapist still haven't told you to tell the world how you are Marion Robinson's youngest son that go by the name of Michael LaVon Robinson. Let's not forget that Marion Robinson, the mother of Big Mike, aka Michael LaVon Robinson, was doing little things to let us know that her son was a fraud. She even went as far as leaving her estate to her son, which then forced him to have to retract his actual gender back to a male instead of a female in order for him to actually possess her estate. It was quite interesting that he used the word transitioning. I don't feel as though he's speaking of a different phase as getting older. I feel as though he's speaking as him going from a male to a quote unquote woman. He also mentioned that he finished a really hard thing in life. What do y'all think he referring to? Could he be referring to him having to transition into a man to a woman? Or could he be referring to the situation where his mother just happened to be 86 after receiving a large sum of money a year just to babysit the rented kids? Could he be referring to the mysterious unaliving of Tafari Campbell and what was about to be said in that book that he had on the way? I don't know. Y'all drop y'all comments. Y'all let me know. He also mentioned that now he has the choice to make certain decisions, which then lets me know that maybe Marion Robinson could have had some type of control on the things and the choices that he may have wanted to decide for himself. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Y'all go do y'all investor search. We're going to get back to it. And I only said that due to the fact that he mentioned how him and his mom relationship wasn't really what it appeared to be, and how certain things and choices that his mother decided for him may have caused them to be further apart. But I also feel like this dude is contradicting himself, because if you remember the conversation that they had at the table, he made it seem like their mother was all, buddy cool. They actually was making it seem like Miss Marion Robinson was the best mom of the year to an extent. It didn't seem very legit. It seemed very scripted. It seemed very forced, and you can tell that Miss Marion was very uncomfortable, and you can tell that it was hard for her to not say anything due to the fact that they only gave her maybe 1 or 2 chances to talk, but in her facial expression she wanted to say more. Marion Robinson even mentioned that the dad will have some type of problem with who his son have become to be if he was still here today. I ain't making this up. So for him preparing for this whole new phase makes me believe that he knows that it's gonna be a time that he's gonna have to just completely come out and let the world know the truth, that he is a man pretending to be a woman. He mentioned that he need to go get some coaching so he can have more people that don't know him be able to see how much emotion that he goes through or have upon himself. Come on now. It sounds like he's trying to build some people close to him that will actually believe his lie, so when he need people to actually cheer for him, he can have that crowd. These are just my own thoughts, but did y'all actually hear when he actually mentioned that he needs to sort through some of his guilt? I think his guilt is the fact that he had to lie to the people, and now he can't stand that part of himself. I also think his guilt is that he had to give up his mom. I also think his guilt is that he didn't get the respect from his mom before she transcended. Even after they tried to kind of make an amends, I also feel as though his guilt is not really being the true father / mother for the kids that was also rented. I think this individual has to deal with a lot of things. I also think he has to deal with some things with his brother, because their story definitely don't seem legit. They actually seem like they script out their whole lifestyle just so the people can believe that they are just like us in a normal sense. Let's not forget that everyone knows Big Mike, Michael LaVon Robinson, is literally the headline or the role model for the transition of the alphabet community. This is who they literally look to as a guidance due to the fact that this individual was able to fool the whole world. But these are just my own thoughts. I'm gonna drop the clip of Dwayne Wade's son even letting us know in more depth of how he was proud of Big Mike, Michael LaVon Robinson, making the transition to become the individual that he is having guilt of being to this day. But like always, if you function with me, I appreciate y'all. Give yourself a round of applause because you made it this far in the video. With that being said, like always, do not take anything that I say and run with it. Go do your own investor search. Go find out what the truth is on your own. This is just entertainment. This is just food for thought as well. Real soul food. And if you really function with me, then you better make sure you hit that like, share, and comment right there down below. And then yeah, let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all. I function with y'all. Big Mike, Barry Sotoro, even though y'all on the run or about to be on the run, y'all might as well just let this one out the look. Yeah, let the people know so we ain't got it. Yeah, I appreciate y'all. And like always, clear eyes always recognize real lies. So until next time, as I always like to express in all my other videos, I am not here to turn non-believers into believers. I'm only here to bring y'all food for thought. And with that being said,
fine. And yes, so I wanted to ask you, what advice do you have for teens who want to be themselves and thrive like you have and currently are?
Well, like you have and currently are, you know? I mean, you know, I am just so proud of you, you know, being just an amazing role model and embracing your truth. So maybe this is for some other young people that are listening.
I need y'all to help me understand something.
She was the light for all of us around this table. And that's why the chapter on my mom means a lot to me, because it's my way.
It's pretty difficult, let's face it. I felt like this was going to be a very hard life for both of them.
It was an unraveling mystery. It was kind of a distraction tactic. It's like you took them one way and...
Michael and I also want to acknowledge...
I mean, this dude is a genius.